Have you ever done a quiet accounting of your life? Not the emotional kind, not the gratitude list, but a practical accounting of your life financially. I found myself here at 70 years old, living in Portugal with my loving husband, Rob, and our little mini schnauzer, Goshi, far from family in the United States, and realizing that at 70, there's a definite possibility that at some point I will become a widow. Rob goes first. We don't know who's going to go first, but if Rob goes first, I could be a widow here. And I have never in my lifetime built financial stability, financial wealth of my own. My financial stability has always been connected to my partner. Hi, I'm Jody. This is going to be the honest, real conversation. For me, I've spent a great portion of my life as a caregiver for others. When my children were young, I was a stay at home mom, and I had the joy and the privilege of homeschooling my children. Then I had jobs like part time retail help at stores like Pier 1 and Nordstrom's, especially during Christmas season. I always seemed to get those jobs, and those were really fun, brought us in some extra income at that time of year. But I never had a full time career. I didn't go to college. I didn't get a degree. I didn't become a nurse or a doctor or any of those jobs where you build a retirement income over time. That was not my reality. And I honestly think that millions of women are in the same situation. Millions of women have become invisible financially. And what I mean by invisible financially, that phrase, I'm talking about specifically in terms of the Social Security system for the United States. A lot of my caregiving later in my career was as a nanny. I worked as a nanny for over 10 years in the greater Seattle area, worked for many, many families. Some families I would come and spend the night. Other families, it was a date night one time and I'd never see them again. Other families, I was with their family for a few years on a several day a week basis and really got to know their children. It was just a wide variety. And I loved that because my ADHD brain loves variety. Going to the same job and doing the same thing every day would drive me crazy. So I set it up so that I had multiple families during the week that I was interacting with. And that just kept it fresh and alive for me. But the thing is that a lot of those families paid me under the table, which means they paid me in cash, which means the Social Security system didn't recognize all of those hours and hours of work. So now at 70, having retired, what does that even mean? Retired? I don't know. Anyway, having told the Social Security system that I've retired, I have a very small check that comes every month, and the majority of that check is contributed toward our household income as a couple. So, what I'm really wanting to do is to build financial stability for myself so that if I'm ever in that situation where I'm living here in Portugal alone, I will have some breathing room. I'll be able to not feel stressed, not feel like I'm counting every penny, fearful of the future, or unable to afford to travel to the United States to visit my children and my grandchildren. And honestly, I don't think I'm alone in this. The challenge is that women don't really talk about it. It's not something women are proud of admitting to others that they're in this situation. I think a lot of times women feel a lot of shame about it. If they could have worked harder, if they could have planned better or tried harder. I don't want this channel to be about any of that. I'm inviting you to join me in holding your journey your financial journey up to this point, hold it with compassion, with grace, and with courage that it's not too late, that you can actually change your situation. It's truly not too late, even at 70. And I didn't fail. You didn't fail. I just didn't get paid in a way that was visible to a system that rewards getting paid. And if you're joining me in this realization, the realization is not the pain point, okay? It's clarity. The realization equals clarity. And clarity is a gift. It's honestly a gift from God. And He gives it to us so that we have a chance to actually act on it. I can't change the past 50 years of my work history, but I can decide what the next 10 years are going to look like. My background includes graphic design training from the Art Institute of Seattle. I'm a visual artist. I do collage art and also mixed media, acrylic, abstract art, and visual storytelling is ingrained in me. It's part of my DNA. And so YouTube just feels like a really good fit. I've also come to the understanding that YouTube offers something very unique, and that's long term searchability. I could do a video today, even this one, and have somebody find it 3 years from today, just when they need it. And that's a very exciting concept to me. Quite honestly, I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to be a huge influencer. What I want to do is build multiple streams of income through this channel and financial sustainability over time. If you're watching this all the way to the end, then I think maybe something in that opening question landed in your heart. Maybe you're in your 50s and doing your own quiet accounting of your life. Maybe you're in your 60s and wondering, how did I get here? Or maybe you're in your 70s like me and thinking, now what? This series is for you. I'm not going to pretend I have it all figured out. I definitely don't. I'm learning day to day, and I'm actually using Claude AI to help me. And I like it that way. I don't want to have a full YouTube course that I'm going through with all these lessons that I feel pressured to get done. Here, I'm going to show you what figuring it out actually looks like with a neurodivergent brain in my 70s, living in another country. And I hope it offers you some real encouragement because I know that's what I'm hoping for myself to just have some real encouragement in this journey and to share it with you. You are watching this for a reason, okay? You matter. Your financial situation matters. And the possibilities for you to improve it are real, especially in this day and age of social media, YouTube, and AI support. You're not too late. And I'm the living proof. I'm going to get it done. So here's starting over at 70. And welcome. Join in on the journey. I'll see you next time. Beijinhos, little kisses from Portugal. Ciao for now.